Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
Number 32 on the carry.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. Pitch. Check out.
Bill Rowe from the gun. His first throw is an interception. And the Rams force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Trap 60. Let's go. 70 Timberwolf. Get up.
Airing it out to start this drive. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Nacua's got it again. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
The Rams kicking team is ready. And they're going to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
I think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Shot.
Back to the well again. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd
32
down.
on the carry.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
19 Lions. Ready,
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Ayuk makes the catch. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down,
it's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at 31. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job. But I just showed you I could do yours.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Shotgun now for Milrow. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time. Hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On the set.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Check down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Bronco 80. Chop 60, chop 60. Go.
From the gun, Milrow. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
He was brought down by
that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
70 Lions. Chap, check, chap, check. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
Joshua Carty on
comes
the extra
Joshua
point.
Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright.
Is good.
And the Seahawks
That
tie this
ties the
game 7-7.
7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Young on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Trying to throw this from the gun.
22-yard line.
Finds him over the middle.
Fisher's
and he'll be
pass.
brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, they say never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Cowboy 80. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They let the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Number 81.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
And 1 at their 48-yard line.
70.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's going to go down right along midfield stripe. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
For a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, you got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to him. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice
Another
gain on
carry
one,
for the
and now
running
they
back.
get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load
It's
up the
a loss
line
of
with
a
that
yard.
extra blocking,
Brings
and
up
then the run
second
goes out
and
to the
11.
edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the
38-yard
field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Wilson on the slant. Ooh, that was close, but they're going to have to get this on third down now. Takes us to the 27.
Brings up third down.
Chap 60. Chaps go. Ready, ready.
Back now, pressure coming. And he let his man too much
Fisher's
there,
pass.
Brock. Incomplete. Fourth
Intended
down
for
coming up.
Johnny Wilson.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long,
It's
extra long,
fourth
it's
down.
really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way
It's a
down to the
gain of
16-yard
11.
line.
That's
So an
another
11-yard gain
Rams.
to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on
First
fourth down,
and
Brock.
10 at the
They're moving the
16-yard
chains.
line.
Ready. Check go.
They'll run here on first down. Not the way to begin a new set of
35,
downs,
the
Brock,
ball
as they
carrier.
drop it behind the line.
Brought down behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The
It's a loss
perception
of
out
2.
there from the
Brings
public
up
is
second
edge
and
rushers are
12
defined by their
on the
sacks. The
Seahawks'
reality
18-yard
in the
line.
locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down
Fisher's
for a
pass.
loss on the outside.
Intended for Johnny
Just couldn't
Wilson.
hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
And things look tougher now with
Makes
third
it
and
third
long.
down and 12 yards to go.
Ready. 60. Cougar 19. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Wilson.
The Rams take a second quarter lead.
Touchdown,
Now we'll
Rams.
see them try the point after.
The kicker on for the point after.
Extra point
The
set
kick
right
is
down the
good.
middle. And the
Makes
Rams
the
break that
score
tie and now
Rams
lead by
14,
7.
Seahawks 7.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end
Seahawks take
zone.
over
Did not
first
make an
and
effort to
10
even hit the landing
at their
zone,
own
Brock. So
35-yard
they're going to
line.
gift them a drive starting at the 35. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
Let's go. Hut.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside.
Number
And he's brought
32
down by a
the ball
collective
carrier.
effort there. Only 1 yard
The
on the
tackle
carry.
made at the 36-yard
That's the
line.
kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on
Brings
the
up
first
second
play.
and
It
9.
does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check go.
Now it's Milrow. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing third and long.
18. Ready, ready. Get up.
Here he goes, third and long. Throw came out right as the
Milrow's
defense got
pass.
to him. That's an incomplete
Incomplete.
pass.
Intended for his
Not
tight
on the
end.
same page with his tight end.
Michael Dixon
brings up
to
fourth
punt
and long.
for the Seahawks.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to
The
start.
Rams
Up
take
close to
over
the 30.
first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
They'll go play action. Nakua here. He's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an L.A. first down.
First and
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
He's brought down
well,
at
that doesn't net a first down.
Line.
You get yards like that in the run game,
brings up
take
second
it in the
and
NFL.
3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. Third down. They'll air it out on third. He completed to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third down. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So it's going to be second down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Rams playing themselves to a lead here at SoFi. He's going to throw again on second down. Throw left side, complete.
It's
and he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
Rams.
They gain 11 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
21-yard line.
70 Lion.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Offense up to the line
Tackle
fast.
made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Second down
and
pass
5.
play coming. Setting up the running back screen.
Fisher's pass.
And they're all over that screen,
Complete to
Brock.
number
Didn't even get back to the
35.
line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
That's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put...
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock. Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Good.
That one right
Makes
down the
score,
middle.
Rams
And the
41.
Rams double their lead to
Seahawks
14.
7.
The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return
Seahawks
there,
take over
putting it
first
out
and
on the
10
back of the end zone
at
for
their
a
own
touchback.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Pistol now for Milrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Completed over the middle.
Pass.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the Rams 41-yard
And again,
line.
an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Sidney
Jeez,
Brown
with
on
each
the
incompletion,
coverage.
each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Forced out to his right. Making the call himself. And Milroe goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
Working quickly here.
First down, Seahawks.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Caught by his back. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half.
Joshua
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit.
24-yard attempt.
This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is
His
good.
kick
No
is
problems
good.
there on the shorter
Makes
attempt.
the score Rams
That's
21.
halftime of this contest.
Seahawks
We'll join
10.
both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Young on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Ready. Check out.
Give now to the running back. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line.
yards on the play.
Give him 13 on that play. That's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Another carry for him. And he maneuvers through the middle
Number
for a gain of 4.
35, the ball carrier.
You know, these are the kind of runs,
Young
Kate,
on
that
the
a
tackle.
balanced game plan and a balanced
yards
offense
on
is
the
built
pickup.
on. It gets you
Second
good
and
yardage.
6.
It sets up your
At
play
the
action.
40-yard line.
Keeps that defense honest.
Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. And they
Nakua.
send him out of bounds as he gets this to the
A
opposing
gain of
45.
15 yards.
He picks up
That's
15
good for
on the
Rams.
play.
First down.
Rams have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Hot.
Right up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle.
Number
Stops
35,
speed for no gain on that 1st down play.
Brought down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary?
2nd and
That's it.
10 at the Seahawks 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11.
Gain of 11.
And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw. Dumped off to his running back.
Fisher's
That's being
pass.
sniffed out quickly, shut
Complete
down
to
behind the
number
line.
35.
I know coordinator
He's brought
and
down
quarterback
back
don't get
at the
upset with that
40-yard
1st down
line.
because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him
A
back
gain of
behind the
17
sticks.
yards.
And he's taken out of bounds as he
And the
gets it down near the red
Rams,
zone.
1st down.
That play good for 17
1st
on
and
the
10
1st
at the
down.
23-yard line.
Sack. 7 Pirates. Go.
He's going to throw it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives the backward. 2nd down
It's
coming
2nd
up.
and 21.
We talk so much about decision making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack, but there's also great decision making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he hit up a ton of
Fisher's
yards.
pass.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Brings up
That's the
3rd
defense's
down.
goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Down. Set. Ready.
3rd down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Johnny Wilson.
Ball and defender arrived at the
Incomplete.
exact same time there.
It's
And
now
now they're
4th
staring at
down.
4th and long. And that one is
The
good.
field goal
A little
is
longer, but
good.
no problem at all.
Makes the score
And that extends their
Rams
lead
24.
to 14.
Seahawks
Had
10.
the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Hand off now from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. So run it down.
Tackle made.
This offense now has some ground to make up for here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
2nd down now, they need 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
Off the play fake, Milrow. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
Milrow on the scramble. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
70 down. 19. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. Buying some time right. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Running for the marker on 2nd. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Big Lion. Let's go.
They give it to him again.
The running
They
back
go to him again,
again.
Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down.
It's a loss of
If
4
only this
yards.
defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Trying for it with Milrow. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Tight end.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a seam down the
It's
middle.
a gain of 23
And they're
yards.
finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
New set of
37-yard
downs
line.
from 37.
Ready.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Rams up by a couple of scores as we look ahead to the 4th, and Brock, they are in control of that football. New set of downs from 37.
Ready. 19. 79 Bronco. Get up.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And
Fisher's
he nearly
pass.
gets him another 1st down.
Complete.
They force him out just shy of the marker.
10 yards on
I
the
know that
pickup.
completion
It's
doesn't
2nd
move the
and
chains.
2 at the 28-yard line.
You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one
Number
got him.
30
He's going to lose yards.
carrier.
Offense to the
Brought
line
down behind
fast.
the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
Liz.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Johnny
As a quarterback, when you
Wilson.
throw that curl route, you know it's a tight
gain
window,
of
Kate.
6.
But the minute that
And the
DB
Rams
turns and can't
first
react to the
down.
throw, you put it right on your receiver's
1st and
numbers. He
10
comes
at the
back and gets it
23-yard
and moves the
line.
sticks.
Same guy, Wilson again.
Johnny
And he's brought down
Wilson.
inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets
Number
absolutely
35,
popped
the
to end that one.
He was brought down.
It's a
at
gain
the
of 2
8-yard
on the
line.
play. Still some work to
Pickup
do
of
on
2.
2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
7. Set. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th.
the kicker in for the
It's
point
plays
after.
like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, kid. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I
Makes
did, the
the score
defenders did.
Rams 31.
What makes him a star is even when
Seahawks
people
10.
know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end
Seahawks
zone,
take
so
over
no threat of a
first and
return.
10.
They're going to spot the ball up at the
At their own
35 to begin this
35-yard
drive.
line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. Buys time, rolling right.
Tremendous play by the defense. I mean, just spectacular to corral him behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down today when they decide to scramble. So many good runners, but it was good pursuit to stay on them the entire way.
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is 2nd and long.
Ready? Ready, ready.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's tackled
Number
after a gain of
32
about
on the
6. It's
carry.
3rd down now.
Tackled at the 25-yard
So
line.
much to like about that run,
A
Kate,
gain of
particularly
7
what he was able to
yards.
get out of it. The
And
defense,
it's
I think, feels a
third
little
down.
fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and
Let's go
long.
now. Hey, motion.
3rd and long for him here. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Breaks through and breaks away. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick-6.
I don't think they needed a big 6 to secure this win. That ship left port just a while back. But this is an opportunity for all of them to go feast, to go eat, to go make game-changing plays.
Makes
That
the
one
score
splits the
Rams
uprights.
38.
And the
Seahawks
Rams
10.
grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone,
Seahawks
and
take
almost
over
everything
first
else we
and
got here
10.
today. So that
At
football
their
coming
own
out to our 35-yard line.
On the ready.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Tag. Cowboy.
Back to work they go after the interception. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ready.
The give here on 2nd. And he takes it ahead for a healthy
Number
7
32,
yards.
the
It's
ball
3rd
carrier.
down.
Taken
So
down
the
at
hurry
the
up here.
43-yard line.
Hawk,
A gain of 8 yards.
Throwing now on
And
3rd and
it's
2.
3rd down.
Completed to his running back. And this does not get it. Looking
Milrow's
short field,
pass.
but the defender is there to force this
Number
4th down.
32.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Ready.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak.
The quarterback on
Loaded
the
and ready
sneak.
for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped around the line. No gain. Offense in a hurry up here. On 1st down, they'll run. And 2nd down's going to be a good
Number
bit tougher. He
32
can't
on
even
the
get back to
carry.
the line. This play loses yards.
Taken down back at the
Ooh,
42.
talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. All right, here we go. 2nd down. To the air, Milrow escapes the pocket. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Seahawks hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. So 1st down from the 41.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Milrow now to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. We're going to get some here as they hurry to that line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Smith and Jigba going in motion right. First down throw here from Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up second down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
They'll air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10.
Turnover on downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 32 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
And 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Hand off to the back. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
On the carry. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
So make a check.